Okay. Hey, Tomo. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to. We'll have a shorter class today. As everyone knows, we'll have a kick-off Mercy Linux Club meeting at 5:30. So I will stop hopefully by 5:20. So we'll have a 1-hour class. Then you will have about 5 to 10 minutes break and come back. Those who sign up, still welcome to the club meeting. And pizza, don't worry about Brian. Pizza will be here. Was it your question or what is your question?
Yeah, that's all my question. In other words, what time does it go to?
Today, yeah, usually, that's good questions. It depends on how quick you can pick our leader, so leaderships. So president, I'm thinking of at least 3 or 4. President, secretary, and treasurer. If we have enough, then a vice president. So president and vice president work together. So usually president take a leadership role, and then vice president can support and help. And then in the next term, current vice president will be the president, so that the vice president can the club smoothly connected to next term. All right. Oh, before I forget, I have here, those of you have a smartphone, everybody has a smartphone, right? You can get the VNC viewer. So I have a VNC viewer here. So you can use yours. The way that I can see here, for example, this is my, same as the thing that you can see on the screen, okay? Only the small difficulties here, there's no powerful keyboard, right? Keyboard is a little bit issue, but other than that, if you work here and you can see this, that is very handy. Okay, so in the club we'll expand and extend more some of the technologies. All right. So the topics for today is for security. I want to make up something that we didn't cover enough, something left over. I'm going to revisit this so that you can see it. Let me quick point out something that you may be interested in. We looked at this, PS1, always PS1, and PS should be capital, and there is no space before and after the equal sign. You may be able to practice that already, right? And if you have and also that prompt statements should be within double quote. What that means is that is a string, right? Usually string in computer, not evaluated. If you have a string, then echo it as is, right? If you say my pi, then you can say my pi immediately. For example, here, PS1 than as is, right? But somewhere here that you can see, oh, that is backslash u and backslash h and colon, all in quote and unquote. So all treated as a string, but where there is a backslash, as I mentioned the last class, that is an escape character. So it is not treated as a regular string, but escape from that string treatment and do something special. If that is backslash u, by the way, backslash u together will be a username. And therefore, as you see here, PS1 within that, and if you say backslash u and at sign, that is string as is, and then backslash h, and then you may say greater than sign and one space and hit enter. Then what happens? Backslash u is your username, and backslash h is name of the host. Okay, this is a host. So all others like that. Next. Okay, environmental variables. You see, environmental variable, you probably looked at it in many ways, even within Windows. When you set up new packages, and if you want to access and open that packages very easily, then you need to set up some variables. There are two kinds of variables available: local and global variables. Okay. Is it here or next slide? Better to hear, right? It's a local slide or local variables and local shell variables or environmental variables, which is global. Okay. The variables all can be found from this print environment. So if you say here print env, then you can see all the variables already set on your Linux. For example, if you say user, then that is jyun, right? How can you get jyun from this variable declaration? You need to say, I think you simply $ and user. Oh, then you need to say echo. Okay, echo and $ sign. Therefore, this echo processor needs to evaluate user as a variable, so it look up in that variable environment. These are all the variables. This is a color, something about the color. If you say pwd, then that is this. Log name, jyun. Shell /bin bash. So we have a bash shell. Okay. If you want to see terminal specifically, then you can do term. Then there's an xterm 256 color, or you can do echo term, the same thing came up. Okay, so either you can do printed term or echo $term. I think this is a good sample of your midterm questions, right? How can you see the environmental variables. So either you can do this or that. This is a simple example. Okay, we looked at that already here. And then also you can declare your own variables, py3, then Python 3. First you have to see if you have a Python 3. Oh yeah, I have a Python 3, right? Then you can say pi 3. Say pi 3. Or pi, you name it. Pi 3 equal Python 3. Then when I do pi 3, then it works. All right, so Python 3. Oh, we have to do export. Export means this variable should be registered. So we do export pi 3. After that, you can do pi 3, then it. Right. Command not found. Export. Oh, I have to do variables. I'm not sure. Pi 3. Yeah, I have to do this. Pi 3. $pi 3. Okay. Again, you have to make an alias. We call this alias, right? So pi 3 is nothing but Python 3, and then you need to export it. The way that you can use is $pi 3. Okay. Again, highlights. You have to assign it to a new variable. That variable needs to be exported, and then use $sign to activate it. If you want to unset, then you can do unset. This is a variable. You can see export that. Right. Export makes part of the environmental passed to a new processes. All right, so that is something that we left over undone. You can find it from the previous slide, previous lecture notes. And we stopped here last week, okay. Inspect and monitor users. We can see user by typing W, so that JUN is within me. Okay, but if you want to see, if you want to inspect users' activities, inspect users' activity, then usually there is auth.log files available, auth.log. Typical Linux and Unix machine has that. But as I said here, modern Debian runs a system not using auth.log, but because it runs system or journal instead of a syslog. If we have a syslog, then it controls auth.log. Because Debian, which is the modern operating systems, it runs the journal. So we need to look at the journal, which is here. Okay. So sudo journal CLT control. Sudo journal CLT -u SSH, then it shows the logs for SSH services. So we can do sudo journal ctl minus u ssh and something about ssh, secure shell. Somebody comes in as a when looking for the shell that can be shown here. Okay, so for example, September 13th, let's move it forward. September 18th, September 20, September 20. The recent ones up front? No, the recent ones appears on the bottom because it is appended to that files. So for example, this is the bottom, October 12th, starting ssh.service. Yeah, these things, what happened, okay? What is the current time? No, what is date? This is October 14th. This is the 12th. Two nights ago. Okay. So rather than looking at the auth, we use journals. That way we can inspect. SSH is very, very important and powerful. Open SSH remote login client. So if you want to attack, if you are able to SSH to someone else's system, then you will have very, very powerful the privileges. So you are really the strong intruder into that system. In other words, the system system administrator needs to monitor who comes into our system as SSH, right? And SSH activities are monitored by journal CTL so that you can trace back and forth as you see here. Okay, that is the part here. And then change default shell or home directory. You can also change, for example, user mode -s, that this is a shell. Shell can be redefined. Rather than /bin/bash, if you want to use a Z shell, then you can use a G shell only for Bob. Similarly, user mode -d, then home directory will be redirected. By default, home directory is under /home and your login name, right? But it can be changed. The way that you can see here, then man, user mode, then modify user accounts, option -d to change home, users home login directories. And -e, then there's expiration date, can be reset. -g for group, where you are associated with. -m for home. -p password. -s or shell. Change the user's login shell. Okay. So what kinds of login shells are available? Then you can see ls -l bin something about shell. There's so many shells. Okay, let's look at only ls first. Okay, these are some of these are the shell, right? Our bash shell, this is the shell that we are working on by default. My Raspberry Pi does not have a Z shell, but what other shells that we have? Bash shell is available. I think bash shell.
Do you have Telnet?
Hmm?
Do you have Telnet?
What? Telnet? Telnet is that is security hole. Telnet may not be available. Right. Right. When I was a student, using Telnet, you can make a the blackmail as if you are someone else. So that is dangerous. Okay, you can the email host name can be attached to, through that telnet. You can write anything, any legal names, although you are not there. For example, whitehouse.gov. At whitehouse.gov, you can send it to whoever, and that person open it, then it is a legal email host name. Only that person can see if that is not really bind to that legal host is based upon looking at the IP address. So you can look up the origin, the source of IP address, then you can see. You first look at the source IP, and then trace back if that source IP is really from, for example, the White House. Okay, in that way you can find out. So a few more steps needed to identify if that is a real intrusion or attack. Okay, file system security is, in Linux, everything is considered as a file. Although that is a directory, that is nothing but file. As you see here, go back. And these are the files under my home directories. They are all, even if that is a directory, only the difference is that there is a marker. Say this file permission bit start with the D. Others, regular files start with the dash. Only that much difference. Everything is a file. I/O to device via special file. This is also a file. If you have a CD-ROM drive, then that comes in, that's available in DEV directory on top. That is also a file. So we think of the file mode. And then there's a permission, file permission bit, or file permission string, file permission bit, or file permission string. But you can say bit. File permission bit, this is a file permission bit, right? The recent homework assignments, I ask you to show to me that file permission bit so that I may be able to see if you have the command you designed and configure it to be executable on the system, then I need to find out if there is a X, right? In this way, oh, yeah, that is executable. If you have R W dash, it means owner, the first one here, owner can read and write. The second 3 bits here, R dash dash, there's a group can read only. And then the last 3 bits tells us others can only read. Others means everyone else who are available in my system. Change file permission. We can do like this. If we want to grant the permit, execution permit, then we need to plus sign. If we want to revoke, take it back, the right permission, then minus. So plus means grant, minus means revocations, revoke. Followed by 3 characters, X, W, and R. X for executions, W for write, R for read. We can have, so together with the plus or minus X, W, R, there is a suffix, prefix, U for user, G for group, O for others. So for example, for this file, if I want to change the mode of that file to be executed by the owner, then we need to put U plus X. If you want to give the executable permission to a group, then you need to say G plus X. All others, O plus X. So you need to play with the who, right? Then it'll be user, group, or others. What kind of actions? Then you need to do execute, write, and read. And then permission. You need to do plus for grant, minus for revoke. All combination, all of this should appear here. With the ch mode. So ch mode is the command. So come back here, man ch mode. Then it says a change file mode bits. And then there is options. So we looked at the options. Options, we need to make some combinations of who, what, how. Permit, okay? So by symbolic method we need to do. By symbolic method. But the developer of Linux originally very, very smart. So rather than using symbolic method, he make it available in number, digits, which is a lot easier, right? Maybe in the next slide. Where? In the digit. Okay, digits. Numeric file permissions. Okay, so if we have a 644, then what does that mean? I know 6 is for me, this is for group, this is for others. This is for other, this is for group, this is a user. Okay? Then what is number 6? What number 6 means to user? What number 4 means to group? What does number 4 means to other? Okay? So that is here. Number 4 means read. Number 2 means write. Number 1 means execute. And any combination, if we want to give read and write together, then you need to add them, which is 6. If we want to give read and execute together, then add 4 and 1 together, so it'll be 5. If we want to give write and execute together, then it'll be 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. If we want to make it all available, 1, 2, 4, it'll be 7. So by having this 3 numbers, we can make all possible in numeric. See here all the numbers that we can generate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All the numbers. 7 kinds can be generated from 3 primitive numbers. 3 primitive numbers. Okay? 1, 2, and 4. 1 for execute, 2 for write, 4 for read. All right? So in summary, how can you change the mode? There are 2 ways, right? One way is symbolic, the other way is numeric. If it's symbolic, then you use I'll go back to the previous slide. If it is a numeric, then primitive 3 numbers is 1, 2, and 4. So with the 1, 2, and 4, you can generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? All 7 different kinds, combinations. Back to symbolic here. Using who, about who, for what, how. So combine all of those. Then still you will have those like this 755. So if you say it's change mode 775 to this file, so what this file can do, what is the permission of this file? Then this is correct, this is correct, and that is correct. So multiple choice, right? If it's 755, then owner has full permission, number 1. Number 2, group can read and execute. Number 3, others can read and execute. Number 4, none of those. So which is not true? None of those. Oh yeah. Anyone, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you want to change it, something not owned by you but by the system owned, then what you need to do? Instead of a simple ch mode, we need to have a sudo. Sudo ch mode. Then you can change anything. Yeah. Dangerous.
I'm gonna try that later. Change the order from Domino's Pizza. My address in there. You can't sue me away to a free pizza, bro. Pseudo change mode. Okay. Pseudo large pie.
Any question? Any comments? Other than pizza pie? Okay. So this is you can change the owner also. CHOWN. Let's see. These are all owned by J. Yun, right? Let's see. Do I have anybody? Yeah, I have Alice. So if I want to change it, let's see. I have yun.txt. Okay, so ls minus l yun.txt. So I have here file permission bits and then owner and the group. So I want to change this to Alice. So what should I do? Then CHOW owner Alice and then that file. Because I'm the owner of this file, I can change my ownership to Alice about that file. Operation not permitted. Probably right now I have a read write. Should I have an execute? Maybe I need to change it. Let's try to find out. Change mode 744. This is 4, right? Others 4. Others 4. Group 4. But I want to add more for execute. So it'll be altogether 744 to yun.txt. Then, as you can see here, yun.txt is now RWX. Okay, let me try first. And then I try to change the owner, CHOW, and to Alice. Oh, still changing ownership of operation not permitted. Why operation is not permitted? I have the ownership. Of course, if I do sudo, it works, but sudo works always, as you can see. Yeah. So I use the sudo to change it, but because this guy says I do not have the changing ownership over my file to someone else, maybe not permitted. So I did it by using sudo privileges. Yeah.
So, you changed mode there, right? So 744, you gave
Execution to myself.
and read to yourself and others.
No, myself only.
I guess I'm looking at the one above. But if you want
Yeah,
to,
myself only. See
if
here,
you want
myself
to
only.
give full permission to the user, but take permission away from others, is it 0 or is it this? Like, so if you want to change mode and then take permission away from the other two, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to
No. This permission bits is only about that execution, read write executions, not other actions.
No, okay, so
for that file.
Okay, and this user. What am I trying to say? You understand what I'm asking? Anybody understand? Okay, so no.
I think you are too
Okay, let me ask you like this.
too envious. So you may be able to invent new operating systems.
Possibly, but okay.
Okay.
So change mode.
Change
744.
744.
Okay, so 7 gives full permission to you, right?
7. No, let me explain this. Where is it? That one's.
No,
Yeah, here. 7 for myself.
Right. 4.
4 means my group,
Right. Your group.
and then the last 4 means all others.
So you changed the mode to 744.
But previously, this.
You subtract.
So
No,
what
no,
do
no.
you put? Just 0? Like,
Yeah.
So it would be 700.
No, there's no zeros.
So would it be to leave them with just with dash with no
With
rights,
no,
with
if I
no
wanted
rights?
to take all rights away from.
Oh,
you,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
0,
trying
yeah,
to-
yeah,
Oh,
0,
right.
0, 5, yeah. Yeah, for example, yeah, right, yeah.
So it'll be
I'm
like
sorry.
this.
Yeah, if you do, yeah, if you do 700, then others, zzz,
That's what I was
that's
trying
what
to
he-
ask.
that's what he
Okay,
said.
that's what I was asking. Got it.
oops, zip to others. Oops. Why? Okay, sudo. Zip others. Therefore, zip.
Got it.
What does that mean?
That means you just got into somebody's phone and took access.
So you have a full privileges, but none of the others.
Right.
Yeah. You're so selfish. You need to share something. At least your group in your. Oh. Good. Okay. Is it?
I think the opposite is I think it's supposed to be
Okay. So, right now, do you want to have one pizza or? No, my question is, do you wait until 5:30 or now eat? Why don't you eat? Yeah, eat. But I want you to sign up here. Who eat? Sign up here. Now next slide. Before you get hungry. And before you get. You don't want to? No. Then, put your name on this. Yeah, sign up. Go ahead, sir. It's not only the club members, everywhere. I think we have enough. You guys have
Can we use your both feet on 4-foot plates?
I want to stop for